Hello, welcome back. I'm glad you're here. So, today is Every Shell Has a Story. So, I was in town this weekend and I saw this shirt that says Every Shell Has a Story. And I couldn't take my eyes off of it. Once I read it, I thought, that's true. But there was more to it than that for me because all I kept thinking about was just like that shell has a story, we all have a story, and we all have a story to tell. So I had to buy the shirt. So I got the shirt home, and I just kept thinking about it more and more. So I started looking up things about the shell. And so some of the things that I read reminded me even more of each one of us. So it said that shells come in all different shapes, colors, and sizes, and no two shells are the same. The shell holds a life inside. The shell is that life's protection. There's a life inside that shell, and the shell is its protection. It's its protective outer covering. On most occasions, the animal could easily hide inside and find safety from other predators. But there are times that they will be attacked and they will suffer hard days. You see, the seagull will come and grab up the shell, and the seagull will fly high in the sky, and it will drop that shell onto a hard rock or on concrete to crack it open so that the seagull can get what's inside. If the shell doesn't break, the seagull will come and swoop down and grab the shell again and take it up higher and drop the shell again. Does that sound familiar? And then the rings on the outer shell is their growth lines. And it said as they grow, they build up the shell more and more. We're just like that shell. We all have a story. And just like that shell, no two people are the same. No two people are alike, not even twins. God made each and every one of us different. Our outer shell holds a life inside, a living, breathing being. Someone that God created and formed and made exactly how He wanted us to be. And in Psalm 91:4 it says, He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. So we can also find our outer protective covering under His wings. He is our protective covering. And in Psalm 91:2 it says, I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I will trust. So He is where we can take refuge in times of trouble. There are also times when we're attacked or we feel battered and bruised from all that life throws at us. And like the shell, we may become cracked or broken. And God is our comfort, our strength, and our protection. In Psalm 119:114 it says, Thou art my hiding place and my shield. I hope in thy word. So we have a story to tell. Our story is one of life, love, pain, and sorrow, but it's also one of mercy, grace, and forgiveness. Our story is our testimony. And one of the definitions I found of testimony is a form of evidence that is obtained from a witness who makes a solemn statement or declaration of fact. We are a living testimony, and we testify of what Jesus has done for us in and through our lives. It's our own personal testimony, our own personal story, and we all have our own story. We all have our own story to tell. And it said a declaration of fact. Our testimony is fact, and we can state that with honesty and clarity because we know exactly what Jesus did for us and what he's done in our lives and what he's done through us. Every person has a story, and God wants to preach the gospel through you. So that's why it's important for us to live out our faith every single day, living out our faith and allowing God just to work and shine through us. We all have a story, a living, breathing story that God can use to help others and to draw others to him. So what's your story? Are you sharing it? Are you living it? What's your story? I thought that was interesting about the shell. And like I said, as soon as I saw just that phrase, I thought, wow, that's us. That is so us. So we all have a story, and I hope that you share it each and every day just by living it out. You're a living, breathing testimony of what God has done for you. I hope you guys have a great rest of the week, and I will see you next time. Thanks, guys.